All right, everybody, here I am again with another unpopular opinions video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are new, please subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with my first unpopular opinion. But wait, before that, I just want to say I should be doing about one more after this. And I have, I believe, two already actually, I'll have three out by the time this one comes. So this will be the fourth one. This will be the fourth unpopular opinion. So, you know, pretty sure the fourth, yes. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. My first unpopular opinion that I want to say is cats are just as cool as dogs. Okay, see, I like cats personally. I grew up around cats. I grew up around dogs too. I have a dog right now. But, even though my personality, I think I work better with dogs. I do like cats just as much. I'm not gonna sit there and bash them. A lot of people be like, they're not fun, they're not this and the other. They're just no, I like them honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead with the next one. Fishing or hunting for a prize just is not my thing. I just don't think it's necessary. Well, I mean, really, I believe I know it's not necessary. Um, I just don't think it's like you know I don't know. I don't see the need, I guess you would say. I don't know. Um, of course I'm myself am a meat eater. I still eat meat. But the thing with it is that like I eat meat and you take its nutrients and you appreciate it. But I just don't see like some people will just kill the animal. You know what I mean? And either they kill the animal and not even eat the meat, or they just kill the animal and that's really all they cared about. They don't even care about the meat after. Like they'll still eat it, but it's like no, you just like you don't appreciate it. You just want to be known for the kill itself. That I'm just not for. I'm sorry. Period. Next one. I think piercings and tattoos should not take away your opportunity of getting a job. I don't think so. Especially these jobs that pay $10 and less. All the tips jobs, all the jobs that are going to barely give you commission, all these 9, 7 minimum wage, all these not going to give you enough hours, or they're going to give you a whole bunch of hours still with not that good of pay. All those jobs do not need to be, especially caring about tattoos and piercings, honestly. You don't pay me enough. I'm sorry. Let's keep on going. Um okay. Bucky's is overrated. That's my next one. See, where I live at in this part of Texas, there's lots of Bucky's around, and I've been to all the Bucky's within about a 50-mile radius. And honestly, like the stuff that they have the stuff that they have, like their brand, like their cookies, brownies, and like it's their brand, even like the little sweets and snacks, they're not good. I don't think I've tried a good thing yet, with the exception of a frappuccino, but I've seen the ingredients that they put in there, and it's similar, like their fraps similar to other people. So like they're solely, oh, this is our stuff. It just does not taste good. I'm sorry, period. I just think it's overrated. And like, if the one thing that's different from you is like this is your thing, and like none of your food is good, I don't really like that. Um, they're like souvenirs and stuff. I really don't need it. It's not for me. The type of stuff in there, it's more like country-esque type of stuff. I'm not really gonna be decorating my, so like nothing there just appeals to me. Now, on the other hand, another, I guess, unpopular opinion is that I do really like 7-Eleven. See, another thing is I'm a city girl. Both sides of my family, immediate family, they stay in major cities. So I'm a city girl, and there's plenty of 7-Elevens in this city. And 7-Eleven is just like is it your normal convenience store, or has other things that make it better, or excuse me, it's your normal, just go in and go out, not trying too hard to do anything. If you like it here, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's just what I feel like it's like, with my opinion, I believe. Oh, excuse me. I have a lot of hiccups. I've been drinking this tea, and I think this tea's been making me hiccup. I think I had that problem before. It tastes really good, but I'm just hiccuping. Okay, so the next unpopular opinion of mine is call me whatever you want to call me, but grocery shopping is so fun. I like going through the deals. I like looking through the like all sorts of deals, all sorts. I like trying the little store brand stuff because sometimes I'm kind of cheap. I like looking through, especially like big old HEB Plus and all the big size Kroger supermarkets and all that. I like them. That's my thing. I like going through there. I like going to try just all that stuff. I like some of the seasonings. I like some of the coffees. I like doing all that stuff. I like it. That's me. I'm a grocery shopping type of person. I like going through aisle through aisle. I always like grocery shopping. That's fun to me. Okay, the next one now is school is fun too. Not high school. I have plenty of reasons why high school was not fun any way, shape, or form. And whatever few reasons that I did truly enjoy high school, they're all gone. So, and I don't mean to be like completely the most negative with that, but like all of my friends and any teachers, any staff that I truly cared about like that are gone. Like we've graduated or they moved to a different job. So there's nothing really like that I'm just like, oh, I miss high school. There's just simply nothing I miss about high school. I'm sorry. And it's been over a year. We're going on, once this school year ends, fall's coming, and fall that semester, it goes a lot quicker during, I feel like, college than definitely high school. And it's just a whole new beginning, but it's like, I'm still local enough, but it's like definitely just different. I just like college entirely better. Sorry. Okay. The next one, when it comes to my popular opinions, is, excuse me. The next one that I like and I believe is guns should stay. I'm sorry, I'm pro guns. As long as you get your gun legally, you know what I mean, and you go through the steps like everybody else, and you take I think you should, every gun that you get, you shouldn't just be getting a gun for the sake of getting a gun. I think you should get, unless you're gonna just leave it somewhere like as like a collector's item, like something that you would never actually shoot. You know what I mean? Every gun, you should have knowledge about it. You should check on background, see if it's legal. You should learn how to shoot it before you ever take it out and anywhere in the public. You should have plenty of knowledge about the gun itself. Definitely, but I'm definitely for guns, honestly. If the true underline, I guess, meaning, I don't know exactly if I'm saying that right, is to protect yourself, who are you to hate somebody simply wanting to protect themselves? And if it's just something to collect, then if all you're gonna do is collect, then who are you to hate for just putting up and collecting something? In a way, we all collect something, I believe. Even though we can't take any of that stuff with us to the afterlife, sometimes we'll all be collecting stuff as if we are. Sorry. um. The next one is spiders are not that scary. I'm sorry, y'all, but spiders are definitely not that scary. I've seen all of them. The only spider that I think now was scary is the one that whenever I went out to the country before to visit like a cousin, one time whenever I went out to the country to visit a cousin, a little spider, it got on my toe, and I was like, this spider ain't scary at all. I'm like, I'm outside, I'm gonna see all sorts of ants and stuff. Well, this little spider got on my big toe, and it bit me, and that bite, it hurt. Like, it hurt more than, like, any sort of ant bite, definitely more than a mosquito, even more than a bee, and it, like, hurt immediately. Like, as I seen the spider walking off, it immediately started hurting. So I was like, So definitely that little spider, I don't care for him, but otherwise, if I see one, like, I'm not gonna freak out, I'm not gonna scream, I'm not gonna do any of that. Like, most of the times, I just shoo him away or let him be. But if he keeps on continuously bothering me, I get to shoo him just like real quick. Don't take it slow. Don't be mean, don't be inhumane, crazy. Just be like, yeah, just torsion. That's no, if it could hurt me. Okay, so what's the next one I put on here? Oh, another one that I put is, you do not have to be rich to decorate. You know what I mean? People think that, like, you gotta go all to the most expensive decorative stores in order to get your room set up. Honestly, eventually I'll probably do a little room tour for my room, but a lot of my wall decor, a lot of my stuff, a lot of like all this stuff, I just get over time and I just look for deals, honestly. I'm not about to spend a lot of time because really I'm more of a busybody, so like no matter how much I'm gonna decorate this room or any area, I'm not for just staying in here like that. So like decorations for your little, I guess designing, I guess, or whatever you would call it exactly, title, full name. I'm not big for it. Sorry. That's the sugar, the honey, and everything else. That's the food. That's the graham crackers. That's the queso, y'all. And that's right. Okay. So the next one is you do not have to be rich to have a clean house. Now, this one, I guess, is a little bit more serious. People will go around and I'll see the stories on how people, I guess, hoarding and all that stuff, or just people who neglect to take care of stuff, this, that, and the other, like, and it's the hygiene and everything messes up. Now, I don't like to judge because more than likely, if you get to a situation where you're hoarding the whole entire house and this, that, and the other, there may be some sort of mental disability or mental something that's holding you back from that. So, that's something I believe deep. That's something spiritual. That's like, you need help, I believe. So I'm not going to be like bashing and coming in with pitchforks when I see like somebody hoarding, like they need help. So, but I'm just saying for other people who are just continuously being lazy just for the sake of being lazy. That, y'all, there's no reason an excuse for your house to be just completely dirty. I feel like I straighten up the whole house every single day. And then, like, we deep clean, like, every so often where everybody pitches in. Like, I'll definitely clean, and I get that probably from my dad. My dad's a clean freak. So, there's no reason to not. It's not expensive to clean. That's really getting closer back to my little unpopular opinion. It's not expensive to clean. If you have hot water and if you have the most basic dollar store brand bleach, and you have hot water, or you got even dish liquid soap and you got hot water, this, that, and the other, and you got a broom, you don't even need a dustpan. You can sweep it onto a piece of paper. Like there's like no reason there you go. You got sweeping stuff, you got mopping stuff, this, that, and the other. And then you throw away your trash. You throw away your trash. You wrap it up and tie it up. And if you have hot water, that means you can do your dishes and everything else. And that means you can wash your clothes. There's no reason for you to let your house just get gross. That's how I feel. That's another, some people will say, oh, they need to get all sorts of a nanny. Not nanny. They need to get all sorts of a cleaners and ladies. And then and if not that, they'll make it too complicated. They think they have to spend 3 days just to clean up. I mean, of course, you could probably get an even deeper cleaning. You could find more organizing. That's another thing when it comes to cleaning, like not only cleaning, but organizing things. Because if you clean, but it's all mismatched, and like you're doing yourself injustice, I believe. So, just don't make it too complicated. Another huge thing I always say, don't make it too complicated, is like now being natural. I definitely gotta agree with that. Like you can't make that too complicated. Just do what you're supposed to do. Don't add, don't stress about any of that. So there's no reason for you don't have to be rich to have a clean house and keep up your hygiene at least. My next unpopular opinion is voting is important. I think it is definitely important for everyone to vote. If you vote, at least you tried. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're not going to get the person that you particularly want in the house, but if you don't vote, that means you didn't even attempt. You didn't even attempt. Voting does not cost money. It is illegal for voting to cost money. It is illegal for you to be discriminated. It is illegal for them to even really tell you that you have to like be able to have so much school or anything like that. All you have to do is be an adult, and basically in almost every single state, if not, not be a felon. There's some states, if you're a felon, you either have to wait, or I think even a couple, you can't vote again once you become a felon. But still, that's such a, like, I mean, a lot more people have probably misdemeanors than felonies. So, and if you have a misdemeanor, you can still vote. So, there's no reasoning behind it. At least try. You know what I mean? If you don't try, don't complain. That's how I feel. You didn't even try. Voting does not cost money. Voting does not take that much time. Even applying for voting is such a simple thing. You can do it, and then you don't even have to apply there. You can apply early. I think you can even apply online now. you look into it, some states you can vote online. There's only a couple right now where you can vote. I think Arizona's one of them, and then I think there's one more, or maybe even two. So like, there's no excuse. If you don't vote, you didn't even try. That's how I feel. Not everybody's gonna get into politics. Not everybody's gonna start working for politics or even knowing everything or watching all the shows, but all this time. But if you didn't even vote, like, I don't know what to tell you at that point. I don't even know what to tell you, honestly. um, Testing is not that bad. That's my next unpopular opinion. I'm starting to see a lot of people. I'm 19, and I'm starting to see a lot of people in the public school system, even my class, and kids are a couple years older, a couple of years younger. I'm starting to hear a lot of this complaint going on. I do agree with a lot of problems that do happen in the school system, but I'm starting to hear a lot of kids complain, oh, all they do is test you. All you do is, oh, you get your, like, let's say my school system was a STAR test, EOCs and all that. All they do is test you. All they do is prepare you for a test. Well, technically, now thinking of it, in a job, you have to take tests. Even the most basic job that I've ever had, they still have you taking tests to see what you learn. And none of my jobs are career-like jobs yet. You need to take tests, honestly. That's what's going to happen. Interviewing for a job, before even guaranteeing that you have a steady pay, before you guarantee any pay, you're going to have to take some sort of test. Really, in a way, a lot of things are tests in itself. Like making a resume. Do you know things? Like, some things are just tests and they're not even labeled as tests, I believe. So, like, I don't see that in particular as a problem. Now, I understand people say, like, oh, if you don't pass, so many people don't pass, and, like, whole entire funding, so they kind of force it so much to take, like, the stars and everything, like, everyone has to, all the students in, like, the public schools. That's a problem in itself, but people just saying that, like, oh, taking tests is just such a bad thing. No, it's not. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. So that's another one I just wanted to say. Oh, the next one is, knowing that I am 18, I am officially about to be not a teen anymore. Shout out to August 17th being the halfway point. So I will not be a teen anymore. I'm 19, so yeah. Okay. So shout out to them. I feel like this is my unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't like to hear it, and a lot of people who have high school age kids and this and the other. But I think a teenager should work. And I think there's particular cases kids should work even more. I feel like kids should work because in the real world, I think it's completely unrealistic for a kid, for a child or a young adult's job, really, only job to be is their career job. I think that is like almost a setup for failure. I think every kid should at some point, as young as they possibly can, apply and work at a job and stay at a steady job and show that they have discipline, show that they have a standard, show that they're willing to learn, and give them coworkers and give them more people to talk to, and give them, make them more known in the community. I think teenagers, before they're even an adult, should actually start to work at jobs. I think it is just so beneficial in every way. Like I already said, how you get to know people in the community, you get to show discipline, you get to save up money. I think getting a job is so much deeper than, like, people think. Like, a lot of people, they'll say, oh no, I just want my kid to focus on school, this, that, and the other. Granted, I'm not a parent, but I'm just telling you, from being that teen, at least, I can at least say on that end of the spectrum, I am very grateful that I did start school. I did start a job before I was an adult. It showed me discipline. It showed me new people to know. It showed me how to deal with people around my age in a different setting, where it's instead of, like, just hanging out, or instead of just being in a classroom where you don't really have to talk to somebody like that anymore, especially senior year. I think that was a good thing. I think it kind of humbles kids too. I notice a lot of kids who work, they are able to prioritize more, and it's almost like they're a little bit less selfish. Like, I think they're more helpful and more giving. Now, of course, there's definitely some kids. This guy I used to know, I don't really want to say names like that right now. I don't want to start anything new. But he's actually a pretty good guy. A very nice, good young Christian man. He said, when we were in this class called PALS that I used to be in my senior year, he's a very young, good guy. He never has to want for anything now, and especially back then, when he was younger, he never had to want for anything, y'all. But he's a very, very sweet, very, very humble young man. And there's a lot of exceptions to that. So, of course, I don't mean you're a bad person if you didn't work until you were already an adult or already halfway through university or until you did your career job. So, I'm not saying any sort of hatred or disrespect. I just think you should work. The next one is, we're coming close towards the end now. I think your first car should be earned and not given to you. Kind of ties in with that last fact. Now, like, here we go. I don't want to sound too hypocritical because, like, my first car now was, like, I didn't just take it out, pay from the lot, I didn't pay it, sorry. My mom did still give it to me. So I'm gonna kind of fix this up, case by case. When I get this car completely by myself and only by myself, because right now it's basically shared with my brother until my dad's older car gets worked up, then he's gonna take that car because it's still newer than the one I'm getting, and and it's stick shift, so it's easier for him to drive because I've never drove stick shift before. So basically, I guess you would say, even though my mother is gonna give that car to me, the thing is with it, I'm still gonna have to pay for the gas. I'm still gonna have to pay for the liability. I'm still gonna be paying for all the updates. I've already put money into this car before too. This, that, and the other. So it's not like I'm just saying, like, I'm not just, I didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna be doing all the upkeeps and all the updates. And I've been doing stuff prior to getting this car completely by myself. So obviously, there's case by case, there's more of an exception to this, and there's kind of a different setting where you had to take your car all the way out just by yourself from the lot, between that and a kid who just gets a brand new truck. Like, there's a different, I guess I'm somewhere in the middle, I guess. That's what I mean by that. So I think earning your car is much better. And some kids, they'll even say that they earn their car by, like, getting just straight A's. They just got straight A's, always did things good in the school, and they always did there, already getting universities, helping their parents out and getting all sorts of scholarships, so they don't have to pay for a lot of things, so now they can put that money into giving them a car as a gift, things like that. So it doesn't mean necessarily that you gotta give your parents cash. It's putting in that effort. That's what I mean. You should earn that car. It shouldn't be just given to you just because you turned 16. None of that stuff should just be given to you. I had to fight for a lot of things. And that's what we should all do. We should all be putting in, I put in my works and I put in my faith in God. And that's what we all should be doing, I believe. You don't just get stuff. That's not how it works. That's not how it's gonna work when you're an adult. So don't get used to that. That's how I feel with this. With the last fact, don't get used to don't work now. That's how I feel. That's kind of going with my unpopular opinion. Don't get used to that because it's not going to happen like that most times. Of course, there's always exceptions with a lot of this stuff, but let's just, not make that into a promised thing, especially on earth. So I want to say I love y'all and God bless y'all, and thank you so much for watching my video, and take care, and I love y'all, and Jesus Christ is Lord, and please continue to watch my videos and subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care.